Yes, I did. Okay. It's saying I'm offline still. That doesn't make any sense. Stream says it's going, but yet not. What? Okay, it's going. Okay, interesting. It's gonna be one of those kinds of days, is it? Okay. Clean the glasses. Clean the glasses. Okay, there we go. Intense glasses cleaning action. Okay, let's see. Games, good. That. Move on. Move on. There. Nope. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Okay. That's... Twitch is being weird today. Okay. Okay, and the bot's back. Alright. Well, I suppose we can get started. Gonna be a little lengthy. Okay. Well, let us start, shall we? Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Aniki's Streams. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, Part 13 for January 5th, 2017. I am your host, Aniki, and my cat Snake is nowhere to be found. I think he is attending Mama, who probably has some tasty treats. Yep, she has tasty treats. So the cat Snake is not here. But hopefully he will join us at some point. If not, we shall cry because he is the true host. He is the true star of this show. And what a show it is, isn't it? Let's see, what happened in our last episode? Well, after Phoenix was apparently in the hospital for several days, Miles Edgeworth apparently was drafted to be his replacement. Miles Edgeworth was a prosecutor, not a defense attorney. Interesting. So he did some investigating. He got a lot of helpful information from Detective Gumshoe about this situation, and we met once again Inspector Cabanello's Special Investigation Unit's protege. That is right, Larry Butts. He decided he was going to be around, and we finally figured out how to get through his psycho locks, that's right. And once we'd done that, we didn't really find any useful information. In fact, if I remember correctly, he had another series of psycho locks that we have to. Well, we didn't get a chance to break. I believe that's where it skipped to the next part, which was the first bit of the trial. So, because Miles Edgeworth is pretending to be a defense attorney, they had to get a judge who doesn't necessarily know who Miles... Hey, there's the cat snake. Doesn't necessarily know who Miles Edgeworth is. I guess because otherwise he'd get kicked out. I don't know. So we had the Canadian Swedish judge, and on the opposite side of Miles Edgeworth, Franziska von Karma's back to be the prosecuting attorney. What an interesting game. So in our last one, we had Bikini show up, who had us kind of running all over the place. She had a story that didn't make sense with a lot of the facts that we had discovered through our investigations. So now we've brought Larry on. So now we are going to bring Larry on to try and help figure out what the hell is going on. Okay, so let's continue. December 9th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
All right, I'll help you in any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the Inner Temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. ...
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. Second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Oh, and thank you for the auto host, Red Rock. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? ...
There's only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge? ...
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, great. Iris.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her?
The safety of the Alkalite.
The Alkalite, huh? She must be talking about Maya. ... Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Dunham? Dunham?
No matter who or what may come, I can never take a life. ...
As I thought, no psycholock. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. February 9th, 11:36 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 7. Court for now, can you convene? Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior?
He was sketching something very intensely.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? Some bacon on the omelet and got a storm, huh? Interesting.
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. ... I can only presume that his... Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Larice Dunham, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
It would seem that whip is gonna see plenty more use today.
Ouch! Your sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey, baby! I was just running to town! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, baby! I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, trading out of the mountains. Ow! I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint, baby. Well, to use a technical term for the color, viridian. Ow!
Larry, this isn't an art store, now is it?
I know, baby. I graduated junior high, okay? Ow! Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it, baby? Working in the fields?
I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope.
That's it, baby. Thanks, baby.
It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model, baby. ... So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial, baby, at all. Ow! I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake, baby. Bright red. Ow!
Hey, buddy. Am I gonna get some interference from a cute cuddly kitty tonight? I have a feeling I will.
Or to use the technical term, baby, Crimson Lake. Ouch! Ow! 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 Ouch! Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me on karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, this is all your fault. Testify now.
This is almost too much for me, baby.
What I saw.
I was at that lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night, baby.
Hey, no. You stay away from that.
I walked on the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile, baby.
Hello, Toxic Taz. Welcome to Phoenix Wright, the last trial. Well, not the last trial, the last chapter in this trial. Or this last chapter in this game. Blech. With a bunch of fail runs on YouTube. I look like that guy, my voice change. I don't know. Can you link me to one of these videos, Toxic Taz? That might be me. Anyway. Jack, what are you doing? Why are you staring at the monitor?
I didn't meet anyone at the bridge that night, baby. Girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now, baby. Aren't I edgy?
Witness, please refrain from talking directly to lawyers during your testimony. But he is Australian, I think. Well, I'm not Australian. But yeah, like I said, find me a video and I can let you know if that's me or not. Okay,
I'm just a nobody, baby. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? Ow!
Don't worry, buddy. I'm not mad at you. Not at all.
And I wasn't asked for my name and occupation, baby, or anything else. ...
Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex, don't you know? Okay. Open a new tab. I don't think so. that's me. Sorry. It's the last video. Number 1 video.
I was at point blank range and I fucking missed last night.
No, that's not me. Sorry. I don't think I'm popular enough to be on one of these things, especially in July. Lost Brothers Day. Yeah, well, not quite. We look alike, huh? Yeah, I guess because of my beard and all. But he seemed to be a redhead, not me. Kind of trolling. No, I think Red, I think that's the guy who Okay, Toxic Task. First off, Red Rock is my wife. So, she's a Mrs. And I would appreciate, if you guys could chill out. Yeah. Toxic Taz, come on, chill, man. But I don't think he was trolling necessarily. I think this is the guy who showed up on my, when I played Sonic Adventure. Moving along. Anyway. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
Yeah, that's right, baby. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay, baby? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy. Ow!
Well then, let us proceed with cross-examination with no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Someone coming in talking repeatedly about fail runs. Yeah. Yeah, just chill out, dude. Come on. Not you, Red, other guy. What I saw. Stars at 9, walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. Didn't meet anyone at the bridge that night. That doesn't make sense because he should have met Phoenix Wright. Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I'm sorry, baby.
But having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, baby. Are you trying to console me? Ow!
It certainly does sound like that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create.
Wow! It totally put on me, baby.
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. ...
That's right, me, baby, in the flesh.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change.
But, what do you want me to do then, baby?
Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. What you saw that night. Testify truthfully. That is all you can do for now. ...
Edgy, I think I finally woken up. Ow! Well, I guess I could still be sleeping, baby. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Ow! Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well, baby.
I'll ask again, then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? What I saw, part 2.
Went to the shack around 9, so it would have to have been around 10:30 p.m., baby. I was lying on my bed when a white flash almost blinded me, baby. Looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. Ow! There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out, baby. That's when I ran into Nick. Ow!
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl, baby. It totally burnt out. Like, almost totally gone. Ow! I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall, baby. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry, nothing life-threatening. You just caught a cold.
As always, hard to know if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination, don't you know? Okay. This light was, of course...
Lightning, baby! Like, kapow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly! A big bada boom!
Big bada boom.
Ow! Jag! Or a little like that. That's more like a punch from Randa! Ow!
Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge?
Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so...
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was it?
Lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. Ow!
1 second, I gotta check something. No. Okay, sorry about this 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway,
How far from this small shack you were in from the bridge? Hold on, baby. Hell, it pretty much stopped snowing. Guess about a 5-minute walk. Ow!
and how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood, baby. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. Ow!
Well, should I brush some more for a little info? Why didn't you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Eddie, baby? What's with the serious face? Ow!
Why didn't you go call anyone?
Eh? What do you mean, baby?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course I thought of doing that, baby.
So then, let's hear why you didn't.
Huh? Oh yeah, okay, reason. My reason, baby. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay, baby?
Bridge. that one. This one. Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Reggie? You make me sound like some sort of alien, baby.
But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. Problem here is time.
Never been the best timekeeper, you know, baby. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. Ow!
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Yeah, baby. Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less, baby.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m.
That sounds about right, I guess, baby. And then Nick shows up and does his falling act. Ow!
That is impossible.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there, in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. I think our toxic friend has possibly left. Not entirely sure. Maybe. Anyway.
Oh, excuse me. I have an objection. Ow!
You do?
Hey, baby. How many times do I have to say this? Ow! I'm not Larry. I'm Larry's mouth. It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. For there is still no way that Wright could have been in at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. Excuse me.
And why not?
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m.
Which means what exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge as it was burning that night. He did not arrive there until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15 p.m. Are you still trying to hide something from us? What happened during these missing 15 minutes?
I feel like I just woke up, baby. Guess I was still sleeping after all. Oh! Order, order, order. So there was missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see this as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all, baby.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident?
Did you simply watch the bridge burn?
That's the problem here. Even after the bridge burned out, he was still there. He simply stood there and didn't report anything.
That's what it sounds like.
This might be Larry we're talking about, but even he is incapable of being so stupid. There has to be a reason for his inaction. ...
Ain't you, baby? I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Oh!
Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time.
Listen, baby, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Oh!
Yes.
I mean, really say it at this time. Everything. Oh! Then say it. Very well. I have a terrible, bad feeling about this, however. Let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth.
I have a feeling this isn't going to be the whole truth.
Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
The missing 15 minutes.
I'm a butt. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing, baby? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. Ow! Shucking all I was feeling, it transferred it all directly onto the page, baby. From realized it, flames had gone out, and then he came running up, baby.
I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right, baby. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch, baby.
Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? Bonk. 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 So I did that. I intend to drag the reason out of him.
You'll regret this, Edgy baby.
Okay. Sketching the burning bridge?
The burning bridge and everything that came with it, baby.
What came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, don't you, baby? Edgy baby. You don't regret this. Sketch about. Oh! Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean, baby.
That does indeed to be the past solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted by this answer. Look at the sketch. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, baby. Even I couldn't imagine it turn out like this. Oh!
Imagine what?
That Larry Buttons' debut would take place here, today, like this. Ow! Ow! Show it now. Okay, but steer yourselves, baby. This is a word of Larry Butts.
Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well, it's better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did, baby.
Yes, I'm sure you did. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. This is gonna get ugly. No one has the bravery to bring this up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry.
What, baby?
The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate looking figure?
Ah, you spotted that. Thought you might, baby.
However much I want to ignore it, I can't.
Cyrus, of course. Iris, baby. We should take a better care of herself. We have to plan our future, you know. Oh! What happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that, baby?
Larry, please, answer this next question honestly.
Okay, baby.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep, that's what I saw, baby. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Ow! Yeah, hi.
Are you high? This girl, she's really high up in this picture. Oh, crap, I forgot.
What was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly. Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. Oh! She's about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. Oh! This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to the earth.
What? Me?
This witness is your friend, is he not? Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. Let us get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Well, what do you think of my debut piece, baby?
Get that thing away from me. Larry's sketch added to the court record.
Now, hurry up and cross-examine him.
Wait. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible, baby. I drew exactly what I saw. Oh! I'll give you a whole dollar that is the truth, baby.
If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that I can say for certain.
What might that be?
That the person who flew over the bridge, and here's now an Aussie butt, could not have been the defendant, Iris.
What, baby? What do you mean? I don't understand. Oh! A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can he make this claim?
Tell us, Larry, according to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was, baby. That rundown shack is quite a way from the bridge, baby. Who is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris? Oh! The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood, baby.
Aussie butt.
It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the ones at the defense's bench.
Okay, and now keyboard claimed. Oh, Aussie butt, I love you. Alright, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you gonna change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight?
What are you talking about, baby?
Think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why didn't Nick have Iris's hood? Oh!
Eh?
Hey, baby, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Oh! Why you, Nick, you dog!
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the garbage.
What is it now, witness? Feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this day to come. Oh! Did you, baby? Today's the day I get to completely stupefy you. Oh!
What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this, baby, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive?
Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, baby. And I, Larry Bullets, shall prove it. Ow!
I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant has depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, baby, I hope you're ready, Etchy baby, because I'm gonna feed you a whopping serving of pain. Ow! You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me. Proof that Iris flew. Okay. When I reached Dusky Beach, she was already gone, baby. I'm so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. Ow! It made her find a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow, baby. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood, baby. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Oh! Crystal sphere. This one, baby. Pretty, isn't it? But fine as keepers. That sphere, where did you find it? Let me see, baby. Around here, looks about right, baby. And was half buried in the snow. And pretty much stopped snowing by then, baby. There was still something falling as I walked to the bridge. Ow! The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay, baby? I want it back afterwards. Ow! There's something on it, isn't there? ... Oh my, it's a blood stain. What? A blood stain? Crystal sphere added to the court record. You ready, Edgy, baby? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Ow! Yeah, I like the sound of that, baby. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Ow! You want to be called Larry Butts only a few minutes ago. Prove that Iris flew. Except that's not the crystal on her hood. At least it looks... Well, it's a little hard to tell. This one looks pretty big. Anyway. Well, yeah, it's pretty big. The hood on this... Or the sphere on the hood can't be that big. That would have been covered up right away. I think it was from that. The victim's staff. Present. Larry. That night, Santa went crazy. There was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was, baby? Who? Who was a stupid idiot? Ow! Miss Elise, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? The victim? I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere. Yep, see? Hey, baby! That's my photograph! Give it back! Ow! Ow! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal sphere. It's gone. What? What? Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise. A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous.
People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You can't do that, baby! I saw it with my eyes! In this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Miss Elise was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to the case. That is all.
Yeah. Email. Mark is red. Okay, dog. The only people who would accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Why are you pointing at me, baby?
Great, another one? God. Don't care. Let's just start a different place. Can I help you, Ozzy Butt? Yep, there's Ozzy Butt. I guess he is learning that stream time is in fact... Oh god, I looked at his asshole. There's nothing wrong with it, but the fact that I looked at it, it just... Anyway,
why are you pointing at me, baby?
The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of the murder. You expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case?
That crystal sphere was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There's blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scene. Same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No! Enough joking. Just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case.
Yeah, take two. She makes a valid point. There's no evidence that Miss Elise left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Like... GoBot.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on this disposition of the crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Sure. Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. And that's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You will do what? That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise, because right now I am Phoenix Wright and I am indeed cornered.
I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder.
Well, let's just look at... No, not the map. Not that. Check. Yeah. I believe that's her staff. This crystal sphere was half buried in the snow, correct?
That's right, baby. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. Ow! Snow would have totally covered up, baby.
That's all I need to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear.
What?
When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing. even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing?
On the other hand, let us take a look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body.
Ah?
Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
What? What? Order, order, order.
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused this crystal sphere to come loose.
What could it have been?
This sphere, there was some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
The murder didn't take place in Hazakura Temple courtyard? Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma?
Have you been paying attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
It's not exactly true, now is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing.
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding.
You're forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Miss Elise's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
You've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. Just need to prove the possibility it happened as I presume.
Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to the Hazakura Temple.
Well, I'm gonna guess... No, not that one. The tracks! On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been removed, or moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could have also been used to carry a body.
Order, 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 yeah! This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Miss Elise, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean?
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature can never see the truth, let alone describe it.
This witness certainly sits on the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point.
It's you, baby. Thank you. Ow!
That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It's just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me?
There was one reason and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Wright. Really, baby? That's what this was all about? Ow! You could have just told me that from the very beginning, baby. And I would have had Franziska out!
Miles Edgeworth, I don't care what you were here to do. This is my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
Shame that your chance seems to have slipped by you.
Whatever! This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You're an affront to all the legal system stands for. I demand satisfaction.
I think she killed him. I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answers for these questions it raises. Have his words here today been truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, right? Court is now adjourned. Okay. To be continued. Well, let's give it one more chapter. See how well we can do. Because I think we're back to being right, finally. February 9th, 3:43 a.m. Hottie Clinic Intensive Care Unit. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia, had ever landed in the court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here, this wasn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into the Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. But I will recover, and I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me, somehow. February 9th, 2:43 p.m., Dusty Bridge. Right, are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian in the artist speaks, sir. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive. Oh, excuse me. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shichishito did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about anything, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. That's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And there's the Aussie head. Does he want some scritchins? Yeah, he likes some scritchins, and I got a cat snake too, so I'm doubling up on kitties tonight. Double up, Anyway. there's something I want to look into, and that is the client's background, naturally. You mean ours, sir? I have the feeling that we met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. Since I probably won't be getting that from you. Sorry, Edgeworth. Bid you adieu, right? Take care. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get back to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. That's right. Maya's still stuck over there at the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Ozzy, you're making this a very interesting episode. You're just standing there staring at me. I think you know how much I love you, right? Yeah. What about Cheek? Cheek, oh yes. Oh, kitties like Cheek and Chin. Oh yes. Yes, indeedy. You are the kitty. Okay. Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. I'll get you out, I promise. In the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Nothing we can do here. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main gate.
Come on, baby! Please! It's for God's sake, I swear! Ew!
There's only one guy I know that could be this persistent or high-strung.
I'm talking about the heroine here, baby! The heroine of my book! I'll make you famous! Ow! Gah! Enough! A foolish fool, fools who foolishly accept the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright?
Eh? Wait a second. I know you. You're,
Ow! Your reflexes in your mind need to shape up.
my brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want me to grill me over a name?
Francie, you can't do that, baby! And as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse, isn't that one of your American sayings?
Except we're in Japan. No, it's not, and I'm not on the brink of anything.
Come on, Nick, baby. Tell her, would you? She must model from my picture book. Francesca's Whiplash Splash. Simple and magnificent. Ew! Yeah. Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least some semi-coherent testimony.
And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw, baby. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh, just like that with the... just like that dude with the red underwear. Ow! Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come calling back to apologize, baby.
Oh, off he goes.
Phoenix Wright, it's been a year since we last met. Pleasure to see you again.
And... oh, there's a photo op with the Aussie eye and the nose. Oh, it's so cute. Up close and personal with the Prince of Darkness, who's now rubbing my monitor just like his big brother does. And Yonner Kitty. Okay, that's good, kitty. Hi, everyone. I don't know if you can see me. Hi. Yes. Oh, this kitty. Oh, buddy butt. You're so cute. Anyway, let's talk with Francisca. You been in Germany all this time?
That's right, extending my perfect win record, naturally.
Oh, joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met?
I'm Franziska von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he is gone from this world. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father.
Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me, this I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear?
Yeah, Crystal. I still have all this stuff. Oh, I think I got rid of something. I can't tell what. Oh, is it the weather data? No, here's the weather data. Huh, something missing from the inventory. Anyway.
In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense.
Edgeworth? Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well.
Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case is of special significance to you.
Because it does.
And that's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better.
It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute.
Ow! No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool, doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool.
Edgeworth.
Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing and one thing only, to pulverize you.
It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X, you know.
I went over the whole case file on the flight over.
You read the whole thing?
Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did make it very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge, did you even consider the dangers?
Nope. The only thought in my mind was I have to get across.
A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks.
And you said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. She's gotta be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. Yeah, it's been weird not having Maya around now that I think about it. Anyway, enough of her. Let's go into the main hall. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main hall.
Ma?
That was one long sigh. Oh. Sister Bikini?
Ma, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing?
Nah. You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake.
I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well.
Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it.
There's an acolyte stuck at the Inner Temple, and that poor little girl's gone missing too.
That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident.
Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't someone tell me about this earlier?
I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself.
Are you talking about your performance at the trial today?
You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull the sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least, I was until this morning.
I don't see any Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden?
You know that artist who's terrified after me?
Testified after me? Not terrified. That's how I felt like I might start flying myself.
When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand.
I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. Both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth. That can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris in the Inner Temple, is that correct?
That's right, I'm sure it was Iris.
But Iris claimed she was in her room in Hazakura Temple.
I knew I shouldn't have come back here last night.
But because you did, Maya's stuck at the Inner Temple.
I am so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad.
I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down at any second.
Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know.
Earthquakes?
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall.
Gotta get Maya out of there. Fast.
But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island.
Like an island? How so?
Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the Inner Temple. No one lives out there and surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest.
I see.
So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there.
That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and no way to escape either.
Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does.
Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions.
Oh, do you need my measurements for your investigation or something?
No. I want to know a little bit more about the victim, Miss Elise.
I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter.
No. I'm wondering why she came to a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training.
My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mr. Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know.
There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I notice you always refer to Miss Elise as Mystic Elise.
Oh!
Yes, now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
We address all our visitors as mystic, and it makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know.
How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Of course. Seems Miss Elise was no ordinary visitor after all. There's Pearls. She was with Miss Elise on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all going to be connected somehow. Okay, well, why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess?
Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together.
Oh, man. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Elise on the night of the murder, remember?
Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner.
The murder didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it?
According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either.
Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Gumshoe, I'm counting on you to check it out for me, so please hurry the repairs up. courtyard. February 9th, Hazakura Temple courtyard. Swear Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, though. Maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Ladder. Main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And this is also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Elise was pushed from the top of the wall? The Shichishito. It's there in Mistagami's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. You'd think something like that, though, would cause a bigger hole in the body, because... Or... Well, I mean, a sword is just... But that's, you know, like this, so more space, and it's going to get caught in there, bigger hole. And then, possibly on the other side, if it doesn't get brought in like that. So, interesting. And the staff we already know about. Okay, maybe not.
Hey! What was that jarring inconsiderately loud yell?
Oh. So this is where you've been keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know.
Well, then I'll come along with you and...
Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case.
What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I...
Ah! It's been a while, Scruffy.
You're... Miss Von Karma.
Donk. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to.
As you work to pin the guilt on Iris.
What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright?
Ow, that hurts.
Silence. I, Franziska von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me.
She's not seriously gonna follow me around, is she? Well, this game is certainly full of firsts. Move. Suspension bridge. Oh, hey, that's actually kind of... How did they do that? Never mind. Anyway. Let's go see if Maya's okay. February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. Things have certainly become a lot livelier than before.
They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick.
That voice.
It's Pearls! Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick!
So you were here ever since that night?
I was so lonely I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning and saw that dusky bridge was gone, I realized that I was all alone.
She was all alone?
It must have been very trying for you, little girl. Ah, you're... I'm Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip.
Oh yeah, you get her, Pearls.
Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you.
Looks like Pearls' words are getting under her skin. Yeah.
Ow! What are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away.
Yeah, well. Anyway, Pearls.
Weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
I... Mystic Maya!
Hey, wait, Pearls! She just ran off.
Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable.
What was all that about? Pearls is acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take a look around since I finally got the chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Yeah, like this thing. I don't remember that. Weird smell coming from that incinerator. Door's also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Oh well, let's see, we got a stunning clues concealed in here, shall we? Huh? Yeah, it's empty.
How naive of you, Phoenix Wright.
But it's a bit strange, don't you think, Francisca von Karma? I seem to remember... there was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently.
Listen, Phoenix Wright, it's impertinent to call people by their full name.
Well, I was only copying you. Okay. So, a little gate that leads to the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though.
Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it?
But it says no entry.
Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say, whatever?
It's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? Well, okay. Let's go into the training hall, shall we? Is there a psych lock on the... Hey, that wall scroll is definitely different. Anyway, February 9th, enter Temple Training Hall. ...
What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
Maya, she was supposed to be in here training.
Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. ...
What's that? Strange lock? Wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. First...
what do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright?
It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually...
a woman? I don't see any woman here.
There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy.
What's the matter?
The scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy.
Ah, yes. There's a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see.
No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had on the roast the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? And scroll updated, touch to see before and after view under the check screen. Well, let's do that, shall we? Check. After. Before. Huh, okay. Anyway. A store. I was here 2 days ago. That weird lock wasn't on it.
Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before.
I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something, too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern? What took you so long? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this. Mr. Trite. Prosecutor Godo! I didn't know you were here.
Prosecutor?
How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding.
Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial?
Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Ooh.
Just who do you think you are? This case is my...
Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. Wow. Only gonna say this once, Lady von Whippingberg. Go home.
Phoenix Wright.
What are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks with the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godo today. Getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger, or is it sorrow? Well, sure, let's talk with him, too. Why not? You had something important business, and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So, what was it? Told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustments of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk on my body. I still keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing.
I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened?
Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trite. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me.
Well, Phoenix Wright, do you?
I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godo was killed. Will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Okay. Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wondered, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an alkalite who went missing. Missing? As the leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge.
Huh? But it's impossible. She came here that night and...
I won't say it again. The chance of her being here is nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where's that? Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. It's the only place the search party is yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she was in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No. Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death.
You fool. If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now?
must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Do you see the big lock on and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, trite. Once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It's only 2 years ago, after all. When the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? Don't you know who that was? It's Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murder was caught. But that won't bring her back. Well, no, but... You were with her at the time, you and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You're saying Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you learned nothing, trite. You robbed her of life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced mine to death. No. Not gonna let it happen. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
Very well, then I dare suggest the obvious solution of opening it with a key.
Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole. That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who has it? Simple, the accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So, Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. Dun, dun, dun. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godo. How sure are you about Maya? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Okay.
You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright.
That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Yep. Back outside, I guess. I don't know, should I? Shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Oh. Yeah, guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ugh, my brain, this is driving me nuts.
Something troubling you, Scruffy?
Please don't whip me all of a sudden like that, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder, with my whip.
So, what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not?
How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something?
So what's behind there, Scruffy?
Huh? A kind of garden-like garden. Garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. Not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Is that normally the other way around? Well, see you later.
So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright?
Of course. What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. But it's gonna be blood. Hey, look, it's blood! February 9th, Inner Temple Garden. Dot, dot, dot. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here.
Don't you know Scruffy of Von Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue? There are plenty of clues to be found here.
But... So, how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best scientific forensics team in the world working this place.
Forensics team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study?
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. Dot, dot, dot.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir.
That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct?
It looked kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Goto tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here.
We'll have to wait since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? Wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Okay, let's look. What is that thing? The charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently it belonged to the victim.
To Miss Elise?
Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. Here's the cord were found on both the victim and this charm matched exactly. This means that the charm definitely belonged to Miss Elise. This could be a really vital piece of evidence. Crane Master Talisman added to the court record. How did you know it was Crane Master's Talisman? Anyway. What the heck is that? Uh-oh, you spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious.
It says Maya.
Yeah, I guess it does if you look at it upside down. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood.
You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception.
Yes, sir. Maya, so these letters are written in blood? Yeah, on Taurus is the victim's blood.
Huh? This is Miss Elise's blood?
I guess this wasn't Chris's blood. You haven't done a detailed analysis yet, pal. It's looking that way.
Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down?
You know what? That's really bothering me, too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation.
Really? Do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down.
Ahem. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise wrote these letters herself, in her own blood.
You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing and the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise's murder. Excuse me. Okay, I guess those are the right way around then. Okay. Well, Sorry, back to... No. Sorry, my dashboard is kind of messing up. Okay, come on. Alright, anyway. It seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise's murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal.
What?
So Miss Elise was killed here? However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now.
And what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard of the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see?
What do you think, Miss Von Carba?
Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer no.
But
wait a second, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all this up after the murder had taken place, right?
Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not?
How quickly you forget, Phoenix, Wright? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal.
I can't think of an counter-argument to that.
I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here.
This really was the scene of the crime. I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Well, I guess we can try and go back to her, see if we have enough for
the Cyclock. Suspension bridge. Move. Main gate. Oh, February 9th, Zakura Temple. Main gate.
Seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright! Iris, I'm really glad to see you.
Goto managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
Not him again.
Never mind him. We've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later?
Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. See you later, Wright? Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position.
What do you mean by delicate position?
This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere.
Come on, Edgeworth.
If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right?
It's not Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright.
From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us.
There's no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention?
She's right. Thanks for reminding me. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main hall. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk since last I saw her.
Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My, hello you two. How are you doing?
From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
I was just here, you know. She was accompanied by the handsome crimson-clad prince.
She's talking about Edgeworth?
It's just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe it? What have I done to her? Only what you had to, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Bluesuits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Me? Oh, yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular.
You two are the only ones who have said that to me.
I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew.
Do you have any problem, Phoenix Wright?
Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break that psych lock of hers. Alrighty. Here we go. At least Dunham. Yes. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author. Just an author of picture books.
To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Elise's true identity. Miss Elise had this charm with her at all times.
Yarg! Where did you...
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops!
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Elise really is. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Elise's true identity. This painting is obscured by the gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows the Master of the Crane channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of the honorable title. The very same crest that adorns this talisman the victim carried with her. Okay. How much more email do I need? This crest is reserved for the Master of Crane.
Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
New master, Maya Fey, told me.
What? What? You mean that alkali is Misty Fey's
daughter? Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. In fact, since her first daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor.
Misty!
Whoa, okay, that was a lot easier than I expected it to be. Okay. Unlock successful. Save.
Mystic Elise graced us with her presence a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her in 17 years. That's when she disappeared. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Crane talisman is the symbol of the Master of Crane. The bearer must carry it with him always until their death. Until their death?
So, Miss Elise was really Maya's mother, huh?
She was Misty Fey, the master of the Crane channeling technique.
Truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here.
Tell me, sister, After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
What happened?
Well... What's happening?
It can't be.
Earthquake! My goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? Sacred cavern in the training hall might very well cave in.
What? Why,
It seems to have passed.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go.
But where?
To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright?
Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. I won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you.
Thank you. Right at the moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright.
You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth?
Come on, let's go. Gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right. Ah, what are you doing here? How could I have...
How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up?
Yo, hey, what am I getting whipped for?
She's gone.
No. The defendant, Iris, she is gone.
Gone where?
She fled. She escaped.
What?
So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? It's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. Can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end. She only could have escaped to this side.
You haven't seen her.
And we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous, why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might cave in because of the quake.
And you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation?
Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. February 9th, Inner Temple, Training Hall. Fortunately, the sacred cavern didn't cave in. But what we found was something none of us would have expected. Whoa. Now there's more! How can there be
even more locks?
What is the meaning of this? Iris! ... Iris, please tell me, what the hell is going on? To be continued. Well, I think that's all for now. So, we shall continue on Sunday. Get to the bottom of these strange locks. Let's unlock this lock mystery with the power... Well, that's a good question. If these are psych locks, how can we use the Magatama to break it? It's a gate, you know? So, well, tune in on Sunday to find out. That is at 7 p.m. is our normal streaming time. It's 8:56 p.m. my time now, so you can adjust your schedules accordingly. We shall see you then. Until then, thank you, let's see, Cat Snake, Ozzy, that toxic guy, and Red Rock, of course. Appreciate you stopping by, each and every one of you, even if it was kind of a quiet stream tonight. But hopefully next time will be better. Until then, be well, do good work, and keep in touch. Later.